Hello folks and welcome back to Medieval Total War. I am Kinda Step and this is going to be part 30 of my early campaign where I'm playing as the Byzantines. And on the home front things are looking pretty swell, I would say. Things are just been pretty stable for quite a while here in my home territories of my massive empire. Things are looking pretty good. In fact, I've stopped building altogether in a lot of my provinces because there's no more things to build in most of my provinces. I have my troop producing facilities basically teched out as high as I can get in most of them. I think I just have like this last building to build here, which is the reliquary, which is going to give +2 morale for my Byzantine cavalry. They're going to be trained here in Sinai, and then Palestine is still working on. Eventually, it's going to get a master swordsmith, so I can get +1 valor Byzantine infantry here in Palestine, and then Georgia, I realized, should be building a master spearmaker. Then I can get +1 valor for my Varangian guards that are trained here. I already have that master's armory, so I can get Varangian guards with +4 armor. But I've been taking a break from training those units because I just wasn't sure if my economy was going to be okay. So I'm taking a little bit of a break, but I don't want to take too long of a break because in the year 1320, I will no longer be able to train any more Varangian guards because it's a unit that's no longer available in the late period of the campaign. So I do want to get that going here. So once this building's finished, then I will go back to training that unit. So that's going to be good. Yeah, I forgot that the Varangian guard, even though it's an axe unit, it uses axes. It's the spear building, the chain that gives it. I mean, it requires a spearmaker, spearmaker's guild actually, which is bizarre, but yeah. Anyway, other than that, I have a few provinces that are building fortresses, which are really expensive and they're taking forever to build, but that's how that goes. Also, I am taking a little bit of a break from building boats right now because, again, same reasons. My economy, I would like to give it a chance to catch up now that I am making 6,000 florins per turn, but again, I'm just, you know, any second now, I'm like, all right, yeah, the Germans are going to declare another crusade against me, because they do have a couple chapter houses here in Austria and Bohemia. So it seems like that's going to be inevitable. We will see though. It just feels that way. I have to say, it's interesting. In my practice campaign playing as the Byzantines, where I did not take any of the Levant, I just left it to the Egyptians, and I did not play aggressively. I just played the GA points. You know, I was even less aggressive in that campaign than I was in this campaign. And there definitely is some trade-offs for sure. Like, it's nice having the money that comes from these provinces. It of course is very nice, but it's hard to make that money when you're just always at war, you know, because trade income is so fragile. It's something that can be taken away from you so easily, especially when you don't have any deep sea boats that can keep your trade regions connected, even if you have a war where a boat, you know, disrupts a coastal region. You know, that's a big deal. That's probably why I'd never noticed that the Byzantines didn't have deep sea region boats in my first playthrough, because I just wasn't always, I was at peace with people because I didn't own Antioch or Tripoli or Palestine. The Crusader factions, they would just march through my territory and I would let them. And they would set up shop on my borders and they would fight the Egyptians for me, and it was kind of cool, you know? So I don't know. A part of me wanted to do it this way just to see how it went. But it's funny. It's the meta. Like, this is when you read online when people talk about playing the Byzantines, they say fight the Egyptians, fight the Turks, because they will be fighting against you. And then, well, that is true. I could never get a ceasefire with the Egyptians and the Turks throughout the entire campaign. Like, maybe the Egyptians every once in a while would accept a ceasefire, and that was it. But the Turks, they just waited. They didn't do shit. The Turks they were landlocked. That's what happens. The Turks start the campaign landlocked, and they spend the entire campaign that way until the Mongols show up and just destroy them. Or in this case, it was like, I protected the Turks from the Mongols because the Mongols were up here, and I just held Georgia. So, yeah, it's a funny thing. It's fun to, like, you know, get the big empire and do it this way. But if you're just, you know, it's funny because it makes me think, like, if you're thinking meta, if you're thinking of playing the meta version of the Byzantines in the Glorious Achievements mode, I feel like the way that I did it during my practice campaign might have been more meta because my economy was just more healthy. Even though I didn't have the big money makers of these provinces, of Tripoli and Antioch, I just had a more consistent income because, you know, my trade was not being disrupted. It's an interesting trade-off for sure. You know, like this campaign makes you feel like you're under siege the entire time, which also can be fun. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, that's enough of that. I was just kind of riffing a little bit there. I am at war with the Spanish still, and this is going to be pretty climactic right here. I do not intend on pushing any further than Aragon and Navarre because I do not want to risk going to war with the Almohads. I do want the Almohads to participate in the war eventually. That would be wonderful. But I have to start being more careful about taking these or fighting and destroying and sacking these provinces that border other factions that I'm not at war with, and then I end up at war with them because they took that province when I left it, but I had not yet gone rebel yet. That's a learning point for me. That's something I need to learn, and you know, I need to be better at that and be more cognizant of what wars I'm getting into, you know, and taking responsibility, taking accountability, and not just saying, oh geez, it happened again. Like, no, like, it's know that it's going to happen and try to work my way around it, you know, be better here. So that's one thing that I want to improve on, and it's going to be curious to see if the Spanish just retreat again. If they retreat to Castile, I'm not going to follow them. I'm just going to take what I can get in Aragon and Navarre, and I'm going to burn their shit to the ground, and then I'm going to leave. And hopefully that's enough for me to get a ceasefire with the Spanish. Yeah, I mean, it should, hopefully, but I don't know. Once that's done though, like once I'm finished with the Spanish, I do like the idea of going north and extinguishing the Danes and just making them eliminate the Danes, and then hoping for a faction reemergence in one of these provinces that I can go back to trading with them, you know, like they own, it's just this. Fuck. It's just Northumbria and they don't even have a fucking port here. Like, come on. So like, yeah, I want, since I can't trade with the rebels because I'm at war with the rebels, Danes, I need you boys. I need you. Take back Denmark, Sweden, Norway. And yes, Mercia, Northumbria, Scotland, why just take these provinces? Like, become a powerhouse, and because you don't crusade, because the Danes don't crusade, they hopefully won't have a reason to attack me. You know, like the Poles, they've been well behaved this entire time. So, yeah, that's gonna be an idea. So for now, I need to focus on. I'm gonna have to divide my armies here and figure out what I want to go where, because I'm probably gonna take. What do I have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I have 7 stacks. I'm going to split them evenly because they could just bring some of these armies to Aragon. So I'm going to take 4 stacks to Navarre and 3 to Aragon and see how that goes. Looks like I have my 9-star Giga Chad, Lord Focus. 9 stars, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, dude. Skilled Defender and Skilled Attacker. Yeah, so he's a 10-star general when he's attacking and defending. Yeah, he's good. He's good. So I gotta split this up, and then what else do I have here? 6-star general, charismatic leader, plus 3 morale, but that's counteracted by his -3 morale for being a good runner. So that's unfortunate. Commander of the fleet, Lord Focus, speed better. Is that 2 Lord Focuses? Lord Focus. Yep. That's 2 Lord Focuses. I'm surrounded by Focuses. I don't know if there's any. Yeah, I think that's it. I think that's all I'm doing right now. I'm still like practicing some religious warfare against the Almohads because I know that I'm potentially opening Pandora's box by helping the Almohads Yeah, I said the right thing. By helping the Almohads, which is the faction that actually does directly compete against me with their points. You know, they're the one faction that I have to be worried about. I could be helping a potential enemy down the line in the future, but if I can fix my economy to where that's not an issue, that's the goal, right? The idea is I'm maybe halfway through the campaign, maybe not quite halfway through the campaign, somewhere around there. But I need money to be able to power through, you know, these wars, because if they're going to keep happening, I need a bank. So first things first, get that bank back. Try to get $500,000. You know, like make that my goal. Try to get $500,000. And then if the Almohads own half the world, then I can, you know, destroy them. Hell, I don't even have to attack them if I don't want to. I can train Valor 5 assassins in Syria. I can just fucking flood them with assassins and make them go bye-bye. That's always an option too. I have just realized that I'm going to be attacking provinces that are fortified with citadels, and that's going to be tough because my artillery, I don't know if it's going to be really capable of knocking down those walls. I feel like... So the mangonels is going to be the strongest piece of artillery that's not gunpowder. And I feel like the castle, the third tier castle, which is just called the castle, is kind of its upper limit. Like, I don't think it really should be going up against citadels. Unfortunately, the gunpowder event has not happened yet, so I can't even get gunpowder. It happens soon, doesn't it? Isn't it like in the 1260s, isn't it? So isn't that soon? I was thinking like, oh shit, I need to build more mangonels, but then I was thinking, well, no, I'm close, aren't I? I think I am. But in any case, if I have to go up against these walls, I might be in trouble. I might have to just siege it out and wait till the garrison inside starves, because I don't know if my artillery... I put all of my artillery, my trebuchets, my mangonels, my catapults, they're all here in Navarre. In case I do win, I could maybe gang up on the castle, and you know, it'd be a good experiment to see what my non-gunpowder stuff can do against a citadel. I think one of these has an upgrade as well. Not this one, but Aragon has the Barbican, yeah, which is... I believe that is that tower thing that sticks out from the wall, right? And it basically flanks the gate so that it can shoot down into any gate attackers. It's really powerful. It's a tough piece of equipment for sure. But in any case, I will say I have to win first. You know, the Spanish kicked my ass last time I fought them in the field. And this army is not like great, but I don't know, it's... What am I fighting up against? I think the king is here, so I'll be going up against a 1-star king, so that's not good. The armies themselves, a lot of genites, a lot of peasant level units like urban militia and regular spearmen. There are some chivalric sergeants, and there are upgrades, you know, so there is going to be weapon upgrades on these units. So I do have to, you know, do my due diligence and not take it too lightly. And, yeah, we'll see. I've definitely went heavier on... I split my forces up, so they're going to have a chance. They're going to have a chance here, so... Without further ado, let's just kind of drop a save. Let's see what they're going to do here. I'm going to drink some water. And are they going to move their armies and reinforce, or are they going to evade, or... They're going to... Yep, they wanted to reinforce Aragon. Okie dokie. And they're retreating from Navarre. Okie dokie. Yeah. That's interesting. I thought that I went light enough in Navarre for them to stay and fight, but I guess not. And that's fucking hell. I just pillaged 1,500 florins. It looks like they did leave a garrison inside the citadel as well. And they retreated from Aragon as well. Fucking hell. Wow. And I pillaged another 1,200 florins. There we go. The Almohad Khalifa has died from an illness, but he does have an heir. And I was just talking about you. Gunpowder, here you are. Thanks to the arcane skills of the alchemists, a new substance, gunpowder, is now available. Well, it may have the sulfurous, God damn it, I can't say that word right now. Sulfurous reek of Satan when used. Be fit only for peasants and make a horrendous racket. It can only be a matter of time before gunpowder appears on the battlefield. Yeah, like as soon as possible. Give it to me, precious. I want that shit. I want it. I want gunpowder. Nicephorus Focus, brave beyond belief. Okay, sweet. +3 morale, +3 valor. That's a very, very good trait. And anything else important? No? Cool. So is this just mine? Okay, they fully retreated from Aragon right away. Holy oh my god, I can just destroy all their stuff. Just put them back into the Stone Age. And Navarre is going to fall in 2 turns. And I am tempted to experiment. In the name of experimentation, I want to see what my torsion-powered artillery pieces can do against a citadel. I'm also tempted to think that... remember what I said about not attacking Castile? What if I do it, but then I call off the attack? What if I attack Castile just so that I can distract these armies and keep them from attacking Navarre? Come on, Almohads, get in the game, guys. Get in the game. The new Almohad Khalifa is 32 years old, and he's a great warrior. Pretty boring, but he's a 5-star general, so that's cool. That's cool. So yeah, I'm tempted to do this. I'm tempted to attack Castile just to hold them in place. If I do that, let's not use my good general, who is 6 stars. Let's just use someone like this. Or maybe... yeah, let's just attack. Because I don't want him to get a bad trait. And while we're here, we may as well make a little bit of money. While we're hanging on to it. So who wants to be governor? Holy shit, this guy's got 7 acumen. Okay. Michaelangelos. Is that you? Yeah. Give you a bit of command. Make it 1252. All right. Jesus, not bad. Since when has Aragon been able to make this much money? Was Aragon making this much money when I... okay, I don't think I built 80% farm upgrades when I played as Aragon. Maybe I should have did that. I did not think that was worth it. Huh. Interesting. That's making me rethink a lot of things. Maybe I should be building a lot more farm upgrades in a lot of my provinces. I usually don't do it unless it's like the province initially is making a certain number, but I don't have the math skills. I just like read a chart once that talked about like the stuff, and I had a spreadsheet on it, and then I just pretended like I could memorize it, which I can't. Obviously, I can't memorize a goddamn spreadsheet, but I tried to like memorize the cliff notes of that lesson of what provinces are worth the upgrades based on how much their base farm income they have. And I just kind of go off that, but that's like a distant memory in my mind that I've just been basing these decisions off of, you know, my entire time playing this game. So now I see stuff like this and I'm thinking like, God damn, am I wrong? Like, because I don't think I leveled up Aragon's farm income past 20%. I don't think I did, you know, and making 1200 off of Aragon does not seem like a bad thing at all. So, Interesting. Anyway, yeah, let's do that. Let's experiment. Let's attack this citadel. There's a lot of genites. There's a couple of units of militia sergeants, feudal sergeants, regular spearmen, some javelin men. Yeah. So let's do this. We can get ourselves a fight in. And yeah, get ourselves a fight. See if we can sue for peace with the Spanish, perhaps, and Just kind of march back through French territory and go after the Danes. Maybe, yeah. I'm surprised the Germans have not broken their promise. Projected profits. Okay, so I'm losing a lot of money right now. Who's blocking my trade? Someone over here. Yep. Just takes one freaking boat. That's a caravel too. God damn. Okay. Ugh, that's a tough boat. Can I beat a caravel? 2 stars, 2 fire galleys and a regular galley. And defensive 3, attack of 3. And then attack of 3, defensive 1. Okay, so this is something that so there has been some conversation, some discussion in the comment sections of my videos during this campaign, and it's a very welcome discussion. And it's interesting because there's different ideas on how naval stuff works in this game, and I just flat out, it's tough for me to disagree with someone who, has hundreds, if not, thousands of hours into this game, who's been playing it for decades, literally. Whereas I've just been playing it for, is it a year and a half by now? I'm not quite sure, but I just don't have the amount of experience that a lot of y'all have. And that's why I welcome, obviously, your advice. The naval stuff is the thing in the game that I think has the most guessing. It's the most vague. It's, yes, I've talked about it. You understand what I'm saying. There's an idea that, and this has been said by more than one person, I think at least 2 people have said this, I think, which is that boats have a better chance of winning their battles if they are the defenders, not the attackers. And my curiosity revolving around this. Here's the thing. My initial gut reaction to that is that, based on anecdotal memory, I'm tempted to say, yeah, I feel like I do win a lot of battles as the defender. My curiosity, though, is that, do ship stats typically just tend to favor defense over attack, and is that why? That's my first question. Is that, but see, I don't know. It's hard for me to get behind that, because it doesn't make sense for that to be written into the game as a developer. And that doesn't. I know there's a lot of stuff in this game that are kind of forgotten. Like, there's certain tech tree stuff and certain units that are written in certain ways that don't make sense on the surface level. Like, there's a lot of surface level stuff that's unfinished in this game. But I don't feel like the underneath mechanics of this game are unfinished. I feel like the developers wrote a complete game on like underneath the surface level, if that makes sense. So I don't think that they would write a naval system, they would have something stupid like that. Like, oh, the defenders have the advantage. Like what? Does it make sense? Like, why? Why does a boat have an advantage if it's defending? Like there'd be a way, there'd be a reason for a developer to write that into the code, unless they made a mistake. But I don't, again, the mistakes that I've seen in this game are surface level mistakes, not core mechanical mistakes. If that makes any sense. So even though my anecdotal memory is that, yes, maybe I've won a lot of battles as a defender, I'm tempted to feel like that's just because the AI is not really good at taking engagements that it should be taking. That's my initial reaction, is that the AI is attacking when it shouldn't be attacking. And that's why we are winning battles. Like, we, us players who seem to have noticed this, I feel like we're winning these battles because the AI is making dumb attacks. And then also I'm looking at this and I'm wondering, okay, do boats typically have a defense stat that favors, if as simple as this. Like if the naval calculations are simply the boat that's attacking has its attack being rolled against the boat that is defending, and then somehow the command stars come into play, and then somehow the numbers of the boats come into play. How does that come into play? Yeah, no one. Your guess is as good as mine. But if it's simply, you know, the attack versus the defense, do boats typically have a defense that favors or that's typically higher than the attack? I don't know off the top of my head. In this case, for the galley, it's 1-1, so that doesn't mean anything. In the case of the fire galley, it would indicate that it's a better attacking boat. This boat should probably not be defending if it has a defensive 1. As an attack of 3, so to me that indicates it should be attacking. This should be an attacking boat. And let's see, the Dromon defensive 4, attack of 1. The Dromon is a boat that should just not even be really fighting. You know, this is the boat that catches things, right? That's what we know this for. The speed of 4, I think it might be the only boat that has a speed of 4. Maybe the Viking longboat has a speed of 4 now that I think of it, but I'm not sure. But this is the boat that you use to catch things so that this boat can't escape. And then you bring in the fire galleys and the regular galleys to get this caravel. It's 1-star caravel. Attack of 3, defensive 3. So it should just be my, you know, I have 2 boats with an attack of 3 versus 1 boat with a defensive 3. And then I also have a 3rd boat in here that has an attack of 1, which is that galley, just for good measure. So anyway, that was not meant to be a conclusive discussion on the naval stuff. That was just me throwing in my 2 cents, and that's a literal 2 cents. That, you know, my opinion on this is next to nothing. I know nothing about this shit. I'm just going off of how I feel about certain things. And when I hear it just doesn't make sense to me. It does not make sense that a developer would write into the game that the boat, you just said there's an innate advantage in defending, but there's so much. There's so much more for me to learn about this game. So I'm just trying to throw some fuel onto the fire. So feel free to jump into this one and continue talking about it in the comment section down below. I'd love to hear your comments. I was gonna write that as a response to someone, and then I was like, nope. This is going to be one of my patented rants, one of my rants in an episode. So there always has to be one, right? So let's. This episode is all about me talking about naval shit. So there we go. Moving on. What am I doing? I'm attacking. I'm attacking this. I already put let me double check and make sure I'm not forgetting this. Let me make sure I'm attacking this citadel. And that should probably be good for this turn. Oh, yes, and before I forget, there's the gunpowder event, right? And I can build the Bell Foundry, which is going to be the first tier building that allows me to build gunpowder artillery. In this case, for the Christians, the Orthodox, and the Catholics, they can build a bombard, which is, I would say, better than the mortar. The mortar is the one that's available to the Muslims, and it's tough to make it useful. It's kind of it's a weird artillery piece. It doesn't really do what you'd want mortars to do, and it's hard to use against walls. It actually can't work against walls if you're on the downside of a slope, which that's such a common sense thing, but also so stilly at the same time. You're like, you can't hit the goddamn wall if you're on a flat slope to the wall, but if you're on the downside of a slope and the castle's above you, then you probably can break down that wall with that mortar. But anyway, that's off topic. The downside of the bombard is that it's probably going to blow up. It blows up really easy after, I think, the first 6 shots, or I think 3 shots maybe. I think after the first 3 shots, the chances of it blowing up go up 10% every single shot. So like it's going to blow up like every time it's going to blow up. But you know, it's gunpowder, and it probably can do pretty well against citadels. I mean, well enough, I suppose, if you have enough of them. But also, this is a building that is required, I'm pretty sure, for the next tier of like boats. I don't think I can show you. So these are my shipbuilding provinces. And can I show you? No, I need this, don't I? This is going to... I'm almost positive I need the Bell Foundry before I can build the next ship building stuff. So I'm busy building fortresses right now. I thought I would have enough time to finish them before the gunpowder stuff happened, but I was wrong. So let's get the Bell Foundry going here. And then I can also, for those of you with the quick eyes, I can also get a gunsmith's workshop, which is going to allow me to train gun units. The first unit that becomes available is the handgunner unit. The handgunner unit, it's a shitty gun. It's short range. It's really inaccurate. All that blah, blah, blah. It has decent armor, and it's actually kind of a decent fighter in melee. A sword fighter, so like not a fighter that you really want to be taking charges from cavalry or anything else super powerful for that matter. But it's a unit that can provide a certain function as a kind of a frontline unit that can shoot you, and it's going to cause a morale penalty to your unit if it does any damage whatsoever. And then it can kind of hold the line for a little bit. So the handgunners are kind of fun. I kind of like them for that reason. You know, they're surprisingly resilient. And then what you can do also is you can tech up to being able to train the arquebusiers, which is funny because when you play Shogun 1, the arquebusier is the first gun unit that's available. It's the shitty gun. And then you tech up to muskets, which is technically too early for muskets, but the developers just wanted to call it a musket so that you could differentiate between the two units. In this game, it's the handgunners and the arquebusiers. And the arquebusiers are, they're not, you want them to be like as good as the muskets and Shogun. They're not. They're not. They're better. They're better than handgunners. They have better range for sure, but they're still not super great. But I really like using guns. I really, really enjoy it. So let's get some guns going. Let's just get a gunsmith's workshop going here in Antioch because I'm not doing anything else with this province. In fact, yeah, let's do that. All right, I think that's it. I think I'm done with this turn. Is there anything for my assassins to kill? Any agents? Any? Ooh, I can move my Orthodox priest. He can move on into Morocco. We have to continue that religious war against the Almohads to make sure that we stay on top. All right, let's go. Let's fight this siege battle and see how shitty my equipment is against this citadel. Okay, yep, that's the thing that they were gonna. Okay, yeah, oh, yep, that happened. That just happened. Yep, that just happened. I just took Castile because the Spanish retreated. And they pretty much went all in on Navarre. So that, yeah, I mean, I was able to hold a few units in Castile, but that doesn't really matter. Okay, well, the first wave of Spanish troops is going to contain 6 units of Genites and not much infantry, but they broke me last time. You know, they absolutely shattered me last time. The good news is, I was thinking about this when I was complaining about the weather the last time I fought the Spanish. I have to keep in mind that the terrain probably, I never really thought about this, but I think that the geography probably does dictate the chances of there being rain. Like, that makes sense, right? Like, that's duh. Like, you know, if you fight in an arid land, there's probably less chance of you getting rain than if you fight in a temperate or lush geography. So I'm in Spain now. Spain has arid land. So hopefully my naphtha throwers can be effective. And I know you're rolling your eyes right now. Trust me, I actually did practice some battles, some custom battles. I got some ideas, and I know, again, you're just rolling your eyes. Like, you've had enough of my ideas. You want to just watch me kick ass. And I want to use cool units. I really do. And I came up with a army composition that involves 10 pieces of artillery. I'm just kidding. That was a joke. It involves naphtha, and I'll show you when I'm done doing this. Or I can just show you on the battlefield because this is easier. And how about this? Yeah, oh man, I forgot how nice it is to defend Navarre. Just look at that. Oh, look at this. Yes. Attack me in the frickin' mountains, why don't you? And this is what's gonna happen. You have to fight me up a frickin' mountain. Yeah, this is nice. This is, yeah, I wonder, it's so tempting, like, fighting on this map to use this and to, like, shoot down into them, but they can just, you know, charge you up here, and that's not really what you want, so it probably is better just to go all the way back. I know it's boring, but it's probably better just to go all the way back, and maybe like this is the best, because you want to look for both. You want to make sure that it's steep on both attack vectors, you know, like they can't just go around to the side. And see, like this looks like bad. You know, like imagine fighting here and then you can't retreat because there's a freaking wall behind you. Like, don't do that. If you ever fight on this map, don't do this. This is like fighting in a goddamn basement. And you never want to fight in a basement. You know, you try to retreat and you're like, oh, god damn it. I can't get away. So yeah, don't do that. This is tempting though, just for funsies. Just to like, if only I could like guarantee that the AI would just walk straight up the middle. This would be a fun map if I had like hidden units. Like I know the Muslims can use the, God, what are they called? The Nisharis or, no, that's not those. The Hashishin. Yeah, they're like the Battlefield Ninjas in Shogun where they're invisible. That would be fun. That would be cool. I don't have any of that though. So I'm probably just gonna go up here and be boring. You know what's not boring though is these freaking guys, the Viking Huskarls. You know what? Do you remember them? I hired them as mercenaries at the beginning of the campaign to be used against the Egyptians, even though they're not really applicable to be used against the Egyptians. No, I used them in Georgia to like to dissuade the rebels in Khazar from attacking me. That's what it was. Yeah, and they have not. I don't know if they've ever been used. This is like they've been sitting around for 100 years, and I finally, here we go. Like they're going to be defending Navarre for me. That's what they're going to be doing. And yeah, they're like basically cousins with the Varangian guards. Like they're like the same thing. The stats are slow. I think the Varangian guards are slightly, like, just like a touch. Like, one of their stats is just a little bit better than the Viking Huskarls. But this is a unit that's been costing me 150 florins in upkeep this entire campaign. It's just ridiculous. And I just never got rid of them. I couldn't bring myself to do it. So, let's finally use them in a battle. This might be a good battle, so let's just do it. Alright. My strategy. My brand spanking new strategy. Let's see if this... Okay. A core of skirmishers, javelins, and archers. And then my reserves. In this case, my Varangians and my Naphthas really close to the skirmishers so that they can throw grenades past them and through them. You know, like so, kind of, right? As we've discussed, swords oftentimes become targets of heavy cav because they're susceptible to heavy cav. So back them up with my own heavy cav. This is a decent sword unit, right? The Byzantine infantry are solid. Back them up with the heavy cav and maybe they can break something. Spears work well with light cavalry, skirmish cav, because what goes after them? Light cav. What can beat light cav? Spears. So this can work together. It's an idea of building an army together that predicts what the AI is going to attack it with. So what does an AI do when it sees a soft center like this? It goes full on in. You know, it usually, when it sees this many skirmishers, it's like, it just gets a chub for it. It goes, oh man, I can take that out. And it goes for it. Now, the idea is to have skirmishers that can hopefully still hold well enough so that, you know, they don't break right away. That's hopefully the idea. Because if they break right away, this doesn't really work as well. It's something that I've been thinking also is maybe using Pavis Arblasters in this case, but I don't know, I'm just going to keep trying to use Trebizonds, at least for now. I know the Pavis Arblasters and crossbows are a good idea though, because obviously they have shields, and that's good. So, anyway, what's the enemy doing? Yeah, they're playing cagey. That's what you do when you have a million freaking Genites. Let's back up a little bit. If they're gonna play cagey, I don't want to give them too much space here. So let's get you guys. You guys come up here. Yeah, I feel like I'm getting kind of crowded here on top of this mountain, but whatever. I'll have to deal with it. I will have to be relatively conservative with my Byzantine cavalry. Of course, it's tempting. Ooh, general, I don't know what you're doing, but that's not the direction that you're supposed to be going. You go that way. Yes, conservative with my Byzantine cavalry. Of course, it's tempting to get out in front and skirmish and do the dirty. But against, you know, a cav, against an army that has a clear advantage in the skirmish cav department, you have to play defensively and you're losing battles. That's a core lesson, you know, for those of you who are new to strategy stuff. Not that I should be your teacher, but if you are here, you may as well learn something if you're new to this type of stuff. Don't try to win with your weaknesses. Like, that sounds obvious, but I see folks sometimes, they will have less skirmishers, for instance, but they will still stand back and skirmish. Despite being at a skirmish disadvantage, they will stand back and they'll take casualties. Needless casualties when they should be getting in close. You know, right? Like, obviously, like, you would think, like we know this as people, we know these things, but we don't. I don't know. It's like we kind of forget sometimes that, you know, if you are at a disadvantage at a certain area, then back off and play defensively. So in this case, my Byzantine cavalry are not going to be effective running around the field. They're just going to get hunted. And I'm pretty sure they have the same speed as these Genites, so I don't think that's going to be a good hunt. You know, I think they're going to catch me without much of an issue, really. Looks like these guys... See, this is the part that worries me, is that these Genites can just come very close to my Byzantine infantry here, and without really worrying about much retaliation, maybe I can bring these javelins to, like, fend them off. Maybe that will help. And then on this side, let's see, Byzantine cav, are they in range yet? They're just at the edge of range. I think my guys are shooting, maybe, not quite yet. And yeah, maybe just keep these javelins like in the neighborhood here. And then let's bring up my naphtha throwers. Just to get a look closer in case I get a charge in. Because they still have their 2 units of Royal Knights. And let's see, my Trebizonds, yeah, are laying down the firepower. I don't think they're doing a ton of damage, honestly. I think they're kind of... It looks like they're in a bad spot where they're... no, it looks like they're all shooting. Yeah, they're all shooting. And yeah, javelins are right here so they can provide support if the Genites charge in. And then, let's see, what melee units... Okay, chivalric sergeants, here we go. So this is the unit that I want my naphtha throwers to go after. Either that or like halt here and then, yeah, get some bombs in on the chivalric sergeants. And let's see if that's going to work for us. And there's a bomb that didn't do much. Well, let's see if we can get another throw in here. Yeah, jabs are being tossed in, grenades are being... Alright, there we go. Alright, let's get the Viking Huskarls in now. And then let's get the Varangians in. And let's get the naphtha throwers back a little bit. And Spearmen can move up a little bit. Just a little bit. And let's see, on this side, yeah, let's get my spears moving down this way. And then these spears can charge into the flanks here and go on engage at will. And let's see, on this side, let's get cataphracts into the Royal Knights here. And then you guys throw your javelins into the sides. And then that's going okay. Halberdiers are coming in. Yeah, halberdiers are a tough unit. Where did my naphtha throwers go? I don't see them. Where are they? I can't find my naphthas. Okay, there they are. Yeah, if I can bring them up a little bit here and I can get some tosses into the side of the militia sergeants, that would be nice. Let's see, halberdiers, I do want to watch where they're going. And then, let's see, javelins, are you being thrown in? Yes, you are. And we're getting rid of these Royal Knights, that's wonderful. And you guys can turn back around, I think. I don't want too much friendly fire. Alright, you guys are out of ammunition, so go into combat. And let's see, where'd my naphthas go? I thought I had them go... Oh, there goes my screen. Yeah, if I can get some bombs into the sides of these militia sergeants, that could be good for us. And then, let's see... What's going on? Shit, am I chasing horses with spears? That's stupid. That's dumb. Well, that's okay. Now that we have a bit of a... like a numbers advantage on this side, let's like 2v1 or 3v1 those Genites. We can get rid of them. And let's see, naphthas, are we getting some grenades in here? Are we doing anything good? And let's see, you guys can turn around. You guys can turn around. And let's see, spearmen can't... Ooh, halberdiers are going to be tough. Okay. Let's see, I need some Varangians to come over here and fight against these halberdiers. Yeah, you guys can come down here and fight these militia sergeants. And naphthas, yeah, they're running away. So general can come here and I'm being really... This is tough on this side. I feel like I need to push off those Genites just to get rid of them, but yeah. Ooh, yeah, this is not what I... God damn it. See, this is why I don't chase. That's why I don't chase. I could use these units. You guys come back, you guys come back, you guys come back. I could use all of them right now. Oh, that's tough. Alright, let's throw my general in here. Halberdiers are right there, which is tough, but I feel like I need to start using these units. Even though it's a bad matchup for me, I feel like I need my cataphracts. Like, they're my best units. Let's go in, and then Byzantine infantry come over here, and then Byzantine infantry come over here. And yeah, spearmen and halberdiers. Like, you would think that I can... Yeah, it says the halberdiers are losing, so... There we go. Spearmen come back, please. And then, yeah, you guys come back. And then, yeah, you guys come back. You guys come back as well. And it looks like we may have broke... Yeah, we're breaking them, we're breaking them, we're breaking them. Okay, that's looking good. Looks like we broke most of them, but we still need to get rid of any of these land units that we can get rid of and run down. Let's get rid of them. And the Genites, yeah, the Genites are just going to be annoying until we get some more archers on the field that have ammunition and that can continue to shoot at them. So it looks like we might get... Are they going to charge in? Not quite. No, they're just going to be pretty cagey. That's fine. You guys can back off a little bit. I don't need you chasing over the map. You guys go. You guys go. Continue chasing down the halberdiers. That's fine. And let's start to consolidate our forces here. Let's get rid of these javelin men with my light cav. And yeah, we can get rid of those militia sergeants. That's fine. Looks like the general may have gotten away. And they are starting to get some reinforcements on the field, but... Oh, and they have a catapult as well. Well, I don't really need to go after that catapult, I don't feel like. Hey, this is a nice catch for us. Cataphracts catching Genites. Lovely. I might catch some javelins in the rear, but if these guys can come down as well, that could be nice. Yeah, that's a nice catch for us. Catching Genites, that feels pretty good. And then on this side as well, like, are they going to come into combat with our Byzantine cav? Let's see, there's 38 of them, there's 39 of my guys. And yeah, I don't know who went to melee between those two units. I'm not quite sure, but I feel like I want to get... If we can keep catching Genites, I would like to take that. Let's get my general back over here. And is there another unit? No, there's not. Alright, let's get my cataphracts. Yeah, you guys. Oh, there's my other unit of Byzantines. Yeah, you guys come back and help out your friends. Fight up. Yeah, it looks like the Genites are winning, so if I can get another unit in here to 2v1 them, maybe that'll help turn the tide. Yeah, now some Spanish javelins are being tossed in. Let's see, counterfacts, you guys come up here. Maybe we can catch another unit. Yeah, if we can sandwich this unit of Gentes, that would also be very nice. And damn, oh, they broke both of my units. Damn, Spanish Gentes are fucking tough. Tough units. At this point, the buzzards are circling. Yeah, the Gentes and their javelins, I don't really have the ammunition to do anything against them. I do have some ammunition left on these javelin units, so I can get some poke back on them. And yeah, that's a good volley. Yeah, that's a few horses down. Ooh, yes, that's also another good volley. They got a little bit close. The buzzards got too close in that case, but until we get some more archers on the field, I should have brought more archers in the first wave of my reinforcements. I don't know. I was thinking I don't know. Man, I feel like I play it wrong with my reinforcements every single time, and I guess wrong with what I'm going to be needing. And in this case, I went with like my first wave being our cavalry, like a lot of cavalry. And I usually never do this. I usually mix it up a bit. But in this case, I brought Pronoia Legion and Byzantine Lancers and Pronoia Legion. And I think that Spanish Gentes can outrun both those units. Even the Lancers don't have like the top end light cav speed. Not the top end. It's like decent, like they're fast, but they're not faster than Gentes. So this is kind of a awkward little situation right here where I'm kind of, I don't want to withdraw my, good fighting units, but right now the Gentes and the Javelin men are just kind of poking me, and I can't do much against it. Although I could run down those Javelin men if there weren't so many Gentes around. I don't want what happens to my Byzantine Cav to happen also to my Pronoia Legion and my Lancers. Finally, I have some horse archers on the field, so I can at least return fire against some of these units. And the Spanish have amassed a bit of an infantry corps. Now, can this contest with mine? No, it cannot. No, it cannot. I think the urban militia and the militia sergeants and the spearmen will not put much of a dent into my hardened Byzantine infantry, and I even have some Varangians left as well. I think the Viking Huskarls just got completely eaten up by that melee charge of that last wave. RIP, but yeah, they went to Valhalla. That's what they want, right? So this is going to be, I mean, until I get some more archers on the field, it's going to be a little bit frustrating, but I think I have some crossbows on the way. And yes, crossbows are just what the doctor ordered. Where it says they're on the way, but I can't. Where art thou? I don't see them, but they're here. They're somewhere. They're in my unit cards. Yeah, they're coming over the mountains right now. And once I can get some crossbows in this formation, they will be able to put down a steady rate of fire on this army. And I just withdrew that unit of javelin men after they ran out of javelins, so I will be able to bring on another unit as well. I know I went cav heavy and then I went archer heavy, so I should have a bunch of archers available after, like now that these crossbows are coming on, I should be able to get some more archers. I was able to get a nice little catch here on my flank. This unit of Gentes strayed a little bit too close. Yeah, a little bit too close here, and yeah, Byzantine Lancers and Pronoia Legion were able to pounce and bring down that unit. Oh, that feels good. And now I have crossbows shooting as well. They are going to be just planking into the army here, and I do have arbalesters coming down as well. They're going to be able to provide some steady firepower. Can I bring on any more guys? Yes, I can. Another unit of Pavis arbalesters. Yes, this is just what the doctor ordered. Let's get these Pronoia Legion and these Lancers back up into formation. Although, ooh, actually, now that I'm in the woods, I'm getting ideas. I'm getting ideas because if I can become hidden in the forest and then they don't see me, maybe I can pounce and, yeah, catch myself another unit of Gentes perhaps. Yes, like this. It says my lancers are hidden. So what if we get a not quite like that. What if we can we get them to come around on our flank perhaps, and if we can chase them towards the woods? Kind of like that. Yep. Feel like, let's see, if we shoot the gap here, and then this unit. Yes, perfect. Yeah, that's what I want. And let's see if this is going to work here. That may have worked. I feel pretty good about that. Yeah. Oh, it feels good. It feels so good to catch one of these buggers. God dang. And yeah, once I finish off this unit, I can just do that again. Oh, they're sending some spearmen this way. Yep, they're trying to get some revenge here. So let's get my cav units back up this hill so they don't get caught out. For the time being, the Spanish seem content to stand on this hill right beneath me and just take shots from my arbalesters and my crossbows. The Genites are not being too brave at this point. They keep on thinking about it. You know, they're testing the waters a little bit. You know what water I think I'm going to test is maybe trying that little forced ambush tactic again. I don't know how well it works if they can, like, see me doing it. I don't know if they can, like, trace my guys and see, like, oh no, he's in the forest. Or if once he's hidden, then it's like, oh, I'm invisible, and they forget, about the unit. I'm not quite sure how the AI tracks that type of stuff, but yeah, we'll see. I don't use the forced hidden mechanic thing as much as I would like. It's something that I would like to use more often. So let's see if I can spring another trap, another unit of Genites. That was very satisfying the first time. Urban militia want to tangle with my Byzantine infantry? Okay, I'll take it. Yeah, let's go, boys. And these Byzantine infantrymen just kind of sitting around taking shots of archers for a while, so I will let them unleash their bloodlust as far as they want to go. If they want to go up against Genites, yeah, go for it, guys. Go for it. Do your thing. And then let's see, we got spearmen coming around the sides. I don't really want spearmen poking my horses. Oh, you guys need to be on hold formation. That's what you guys need to be on. And yeah, just my Byzantine infantry are just cutting through this mass right now, and I'm gonna keep letting them do it. Yeah, I'm going to continue to let them to do that. And man, if I just had stuff to catch the Genites, I don't know. You know what can catch Genites though? Arrows. Okay, you know what, spearmen, you want to go? Like, I know horses and spears aren't good, but like, let's freaking do this right now. And oh, also, do you want to go as well? Like, is this what you want to do? All right, let's do a little horse sandwich against that unit of spearmen. And yeah, these Byzantine infantry are just going apeshit right now. Let's see, urban militia. Let's help out. Let's send some guys down. Let's do a little full scale charge here. Byzantine infantry, go down. Help out, help. And yeah, yes, you please run as well. And Byzantine lancers, you can run as well. And yeah, let's just get a full charge. And yeah, let's just see what we can catch. That's enough sitting around on this hill. Let's see what we can catch here. If we can catch some Genites, lovely. If we can catch some archers or some javelin men, perfect. Oh, I wonder if I can catch these Genites in this little... Oh, this could be the way to use this thing. Yes. Let's trap some shit inside of this funnel. Yes, this is the way. Guys, this is the way. Lancers, get here now. Pronoi Legion, get around here now. Do not let the terrain mess you up. And then, let's see. Yeah, so we're catching shit here. Cataphracts come down here. And then, let's see. I want to keep my general. Yeah, general can stay up there. That's fine. So yeah, we're catching Genites here. And then Genites down here. Yes, funnel. Pronoi Legion, you come down as well. You go. And then you go here. And then, yeah, you guys come down. And let's see, you go here. And I think they're going to get away. So you guys come down and trap here. And yeah, let's see if we can get ourselves some units. Well, that is happening. These Pronoi Legion can run down these archers that just came on. And we're getting rid of that catapult. And we didn't quite catch these Genites. They're just, man, they're really slippery. They're really slippery, aren't they? And I'm setting my general in as well to maybe see if I can... Maybe this can be it. Maybe this can be the... Yep, this might be the catch. This might be the catch. Let's send my general around to the side to try to get around them. And... Yes, that could be it. So let's send these Pronoi Legion here over to this side in case anyone tries to get away this way. And then you... like stay here in the center. And what do we have coming out? Mounted sergeants. Okay, that's a tough unit. So I do want to not get singled out by that fresh unit of mounted sergeants. But then let's see if I can. Where are they? You guys. Yeah, let's see if you can spread out like this. There. See how hard it is to catch some of these guys sometimes? I have like 4 units chasing this thing and it just keeps on like deking out of the way. Like it's, oh man, it's so frustrating. All right, got some kills. Hooray. All right, now I need to get these units back up on top of the hill because there seems to be some more. Yeah, guess what? Genites, and some more mounted sergeants as well, and some more infantry. So yeah, this is well, let's get back up on that hill. The Spanish are now amassing for their 3rd wave, and yeah, it's a pretty consistent mix, isn't it? A lot of so many Genites. Their infantry is fairly light, though. You know, spearmen. What do we have? Some more urban militia, some feudal sergeants, and some militia sergeants. It looks like that's not their general, is it? No, their general. I can't remember. I can't remember what he looked like. Was it? It wasn't the king, was it? I can't remember, but that was a lot. That was a lot of dead Genites in just one volley, and that's what I like to see. I did bring up this unit of arbalesters up here just to kind of protect my cav because they kept encroaching upon my cav on my left flank. And yeah, these arbalesters can do a good job of protecting them. And then in the center of my crossbows and my Bavis arbalesters that still have just so much ammunition. Oh my, mounted sergeants attacking my, okay, okay, alright, yeah. Let's go, boys. Mounted sergeants fighting my spearmen. That's an interesting tactic. So let's take care of these mounted sergeants. A little downhill charge, just eliminate them. And the militia sergeants are acting like they want to get involved, but they're walking the wrong way, which is another interesting tactic. Looks like they might want to push in. Okay, let's step back off with my. Let's not do that. Let's do this here and here. Cataphracts have a lot of armor, so like the bonus versus armor. Ooh, they're charging right into my. Okay, yeah, you can definitely get involved there. But Pronoi, you guys can do that. Yeah, Pronoi Legion into militia sergeants. Go there, go there, go there. And then cataphracts go on into here. Yeah, I like that. And let's see. Swords turn around and fight the fight the stuff, fight the things. And how are we doing on this side? Militia sergeants. That's I don't like that fight. Let's get my swords turn around here. And yeah, you guys start running so you can help out there. And maybe cataphracts can start running as well in this direction. Looks like they do have some halberdiers here, and we do have a break, but yeah, I don't know. The breaks are tricky because that just means Genete is fucking kiting us till eternity. But now we have swords into the rear of these spearmen, so hopefully we should be able to get a break on this side as well. And this Royal Knight finally went down. So let's see if we can get these halberdiers as well. And we can run down these urban militia, and yeah, we have a bunch more peasants. Yeah, these are all peasants. We can just run down peasants. Get into them, and yeah, halberdiers, yep, get them. They're down, and they're down, and they're down. Wonderful. Yeah, that's a decent little push, honestly. That was a decent attempt by the Spanish to break my lines. But now, what I'm thinking is... Alright, so we're running down peasants, and let's go back to our hill, the safety of our hill, and let's see if the Spanish have any more waves. I don't know. I think they had, what, like 2,500 men? I don't know how many 3 waves gets you, but it feels like it might be close. And that appears to be it. Yeah, just a couple more volleys from my archers to drive off the Spanish. And yeah, we did kill 1,400 of their guys. We did lose 533, and we captured 662. You might have noticed that I kept my naphtha throwers throughout the entire battle because I wanted to see how they did. Don't know if it was worth it. They did get 21 kills. They lost 8 men. Okay, it's I don't know. It's definitely worth experimenting with a bit more. It's not just the kills that they get, but it's also the fear factor that they cause. But yeah, that was an idea. You know, the first wave, I thought it went well enough, and I think it's worth experimenting more with that concept. It's hard against a enemy like this that is so imbalanced that it doesn't really provide a really good you know, practice, I guess, or a demonstration of my idea for a army composition. So I think it's worth attempting that a few more times. Looks like, so we did, okay, yep. Fucking, goddamn, that fucking caravel just sunk 4 of my boats. God damn it. Oh, the Dromon is one thing, like, I get it. It's just meant to catch the caravel. But the 3 other boats, like, I had a 2-star admiral, I had 2 fire galleys and a galley up against the caravel, and the caravel is 1 stars. It's bullshit, man. God damn. All right, Navarre, this is gonna take 3 more turns before this falls now. And Prince John, you are now argumentative, and that's gonna give you +1 dread and +2 valor. Prince Romanes is going to be, he's now a severe alcoholic, poor guy. -2 command, -2 acumen, and -10 health. Yeah, he is a legendary drunk, and his retainers now perform the majority of his duties. Yikes. And it looks like we did cause a civil war amongst the Spanish, though. There is that. Yes, we have ourselves a civil war. Okie dokie. Does that mean, yeah, the king must be... Huh. Is for influence. It's interesting. Well, I'm going to back out of Castile and hope that the Almohads do not... Please don't attack Castile. That's going to suck so much if they do. Oh, that's going to suck if they do that. God, I had the right idea. And yeah, very high taxes, that's fine. Oh, God. It's funny, though. Like, the French didn't attack Aquitaine even though it's completely empty. You know, it's I don't know, like... Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. Don't fuck with me on my heads. Don't do it. Do it. I'm tempted to just press enter right now because I'm really, really curious. I know this episode's getting too long, but I just really, really want to know if the elm heads are gonna mess with me or not. So let's bring some boats down. Fight this caravel here. God, I don't have any fire galleys. You know, like if it just destroyed 2 fire galleys and a regular galley in one fight, then what am I gonna beat it with, you know? Like, god damn, I need so much stuff to beat that. I'm only making 1,200 florins right now. So like this definitely won't win. 2 Dromons and one galley. It's a 3-star admiral, that's cool, but... And then, what do I have here? Dromon galley, and then another... So no fire galleys. But it's gonna be 6 boats. Let's just see. And there's a fire galley. So I can bring him up, and... Let's do... Yeah, let's just bring this up, and I can move them up, and you can go up there. And yeah, fire galley, you can move down, and I may as well move them both down. And galley. You can go down with that, and you can go down there. Alright, yeah, we'll see. Just curiosity is getting the better of me, so let's see if the elm heads attack me. Please don't attack me. Oh, the Germans are attacking Denmark. Holy shit, okay. Come on, guys, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it. Okay, the Novigrads are losing Livonia to rebels. It's interesting. Castile's lost. That's good. That's all I wanted. All I wanted was to lose Castile. And 1 turn before the garrison in Navarre falls. Reliquary completed for +2 morale for my Byzantine cavalry. And then Prince John. Secret bad temper. Yeah. +1 dread, +2 valor. That's going to get worse once it's discovered, I believe. And that it? Yes. Okay, so yeah, Castile's not mine anymore. And now let's just finish off taking Navarre. Oh no, this feels good. Yeah. Look at all those Genites are gonna die for free there in the castle. That feels so good. Yeah. Sweet, so let's do that. We're gonna finish this up, and then we can move back through French territory and eliminate the Danes. Probably with just everything, yeah, all these armies that I have here. Can probably just keep fighting and continue their long campaign. right when they think they're gonna be sent home, I just send them on another campaign. So I'm sure they're pissed at me at this point, but in any case, that's gonna have to wait until the next episode. So as always, I hope you've enjoyed this one, and thank you very much for watching. This has been Concept playing Medieval Total War. Thank you very much, and goodbye.